y'all, I wanted to give y'all some tips on how to counter when people are bullying y'all, or not even, let me not even say bullying. Let me say people don't like you. Because I'm going to tell you, the people that don't like you, they do bully you eventually. If they're not already low-key behind the scenes bullying you and stuff and doing stuff. But I want to give you guys a pointer. So this is something I learned in psychology. I did not major. I took it on as a minor and I didn't finish my courses, School, y'all, college is hard, man. But from what I learned in psychology is a tip to get the person to be who themselves, or get the person to be their true selves, or be whoever they really are towards you, to show how they really feel about you when they really don't like you. So first off, an example of this would be, okay, say that I have a best friend named Anna, right? And Anna is that girl that would, ooh, my camera's all unfocused. Ooh. Anna would be that girl that would lie to me and tell me that my ex is cheating on me. Or not ex, let me not say ex. My current is cheating on me and he's not, because she's jealous because she hasn't found anyone who treats her that way, makes her feel that way. Because she doesn't like me. Then it might get to, here's another situation. There may be a fake girl who comes around you. She never really liked you to begin with. She's watched you. She's been jealous of how you look, how you dress, what color your eyes are, how you always have the best bundles or lace fronts, whatever you do, your own hair, and so she's going to make an attempt to get close to you. She'll hang out with you possibly for months to years to come. And very seldomly, something slick will come out that'll tell you who she is. So what you want to say to her to let her know, if you guys get to a disagreement point, and this is at a disagreement point, you want to tell her, girl, you're my best friend. I love you forever. I'm not going to say this is going to work right away, but eventually, so many times of being nice and being kind to people like that who really don't like you, they're going to show who they are. People like that can't help but to show who they really are, because they're evil people. I'm going to tell y'all this. I had a manager at work. He used to be nice and be cool. The girls at work thought he was hitting on me. I didn't. I thought he was cool. He talked about anime and stuff with me. But really, part of me still didn't trust him. Because one day I was being quiet, because I'm a quiet person. And I was doing my work. I believe my boss told him to get along with me, because he really didn't like me at first. And he was totally on board with his friends saying what they wanted to me at work. And see, that's the thing. I'm going to say this. That's a problem. I'm going to discuss that too. Because some of you bosses, you guys need to hear this. I say you guys need to hear this because when your staff goes under your nose and does things to manipulate you, and it's multiple people because they don't like certain people in there, you need to pay attention to that. It's a pattern. Because I've had it where people brag to me about how they got this person out, that person, this person, that person. Names I should not know. And those people are fired now. So let me tell y'all something. I'm going to be honest with you. Okay. So back to the manager though. We're going to talk about the manager and countering what I did. So I had to go to corporate because I already complained about sexual harassment. And now I'm facing the backlash, which is the retaliation for the sexual harassment. So people have called themselves. They're going to stop talking about it. Well, not everybody. I'm going to say this. Certain people, they're going to find professional ways to attack me. So they do things to taunt, harass, and say things and pick on me while I'm on the line and make fun of me. So, yeah. I have disabilities too, so, I'm not okay with that being made fun of. I'm not okay with being called slow, malfunctioning. I'm not okay with I'm not okay with being told that I don't belong on my job. What, you don't want disabled people working with you? And that's what people don't get. You know what, you don't want people like me working with you. So for those two reasons, the sexual harassment and the fact that I'm disabled, okay, even if my big boss didn't tell, I know HR probably did because HR is not fond of me. I went to HR about my sexual harassment and there was no support there. I'm just going to say, I believe that there's some prejudice in this. And no, she's not white. Contrary to your beliefs, I've said it. I'll say it again. And if you don't like what I'm about to say, then you need to not be on my channel. Some black people do not like biracials, okay? And it can go vice versa with some biracials, but it's not all black people. Everyone's not like that. Just like all Caucasian people aren't racist, okay? Some of my good friends are Caucasian and other ethnicities, so let's not try to play that this is a race game, but some black people are just as prejudiced and they discriminate just as much as they claim other ethnicities do. So I'm just going to be honest and say this. And if you don't like what I'm saying, oh well. My mother's black. My granny's black. I love my granny. My granny raised me. My mother was a child and she couldn't take care of me and she went to college. So I don't want to hear nothing from you if you have a problem with what I'm saying. So from there, HR knew that I was disabled and she knew about the sexual harassment. There was supposed to be non-retaliation form signed. Nobody ever signed anything. And from that point, everyone was talking about how I got the girl fired or, what I did reporting that girl. And then everyone else they just took their part in the drama. And that's what people do. They take their parts in the drama. So the manager pulled me off the line and he cursed at me. Instead of hearing what I was saying was going on, he made me feel intimidated. His voice was raised very high and I just felt uncomfortable and I walked away. Which we have a whole video at the hospital about walking away from uncomfortable situations because it's very uncomfortable. If you feel that an employee is dangerous or violent, which I felt that was a violent situation exactly described in the video we showed, it also said to report, I walked away because I felt uncomfortable. I walked away for 5 minutes, calmed down, came back. He told my boss that I was gone for 25 minutes. Nobody rolled back them tapes. If somebody rolled back the tapes, you'd know how long I was gone. Forgive me, y'all. I'm still kind of sick. As I've said before, I've got the flu. I'm recovering. I have a sore throat and all this other stuff. So, long story short, y'all. Yeah. So you guys know how this ended. The people at my work are looking for any chance to get me in trouble. My boss refuses to believe it and uses everything she can to attack me. She's written me up for days that she's known that I've physically been sick on site at the job. She's told me to not throw up in the bucket and she will not explain to me why she let that write-up where she admitted that there was incorrect documentation on that write-up go to HR. I know why, because she's going to frame the manager. If I continue with the legal matter, she's going to frame the manager because she didn't sign off on it. And I noticed she handed me a different write-up saying this is the one she wrote up. And here's a copy of the one he gave me. She didn't look at it. She didn't have him look over the one she gave me that was different from the one he gave me and signed off on. So she's going to hang him. So loyal to her. See? Don't be too loyal to people at work. I don't care if they are your boss. Do what you're told, but know how to watch your back and document and protect yourself too. Because for every document, I'd be like, you told me to say this and you wrote this. I put the email, tie it to that person. Sorry. Know how to protect yourself. I'm slow, but I'm not that slow. I was taught, let me not say not that slow, because that's me putting myself down because I'm disabled. I've been disabled so long and had people say certain stuff to me that I've started to be ignorant and say it. My mother taught me well. I have legal figures in my family who've taught me well, so I know how to combat and defend myself in situations like this. Um, an email is a legal document. It's a powerful thing, and no company wants a paper trail. I don't care what your boss tells you to do, so you protect yourself. Document. Don't just trust these people. They'll hang you. So the one that I said is going to be hanged, I addressed wanting to transfer, leave, move positions, and he was all, don't leave because you like anime, who I'll talk about anime with, and blankety blankety blank, and I don't want there to be bad blood between us. I'm thinking in the back of my head, because he's just like, because you think this has something to do with what happened on July 4th. July 4th is when the manager that did not have the clearance to send me home sent me home, and then in turn, because he found out that's what he didn't have that power, he then turned and lied on me and said I left. He didn't know he had that, didn't have that clearance, so he got himself in trouble, so he had to cover himself. Y'all, come on now, we know what's going on here now. Because every week after I went to corporate on him about him cursing at me, my disabilities being made fun of, I got a write-up for stuff that was 6 and 7 months ago. Ain't that funny, y'all? So, the one that I said is going to be hanged, he basically was like, there's no bad blood. So, something got the ticket in me, and I got quiet for a second. And I thought about it, and I said, you know what? Let me stop this train right now. So I told him, I said, you are my favorite manager here. I would never have an issue with you. I told him how awesome I thought he was, and blankety blankety blank, and exactly what I thought would happen. He showed his true colors. See, in times when stuff gets heavy and hard, and see, the crazy thing is that you don't have to be working for this type of situation to happen. You could be in high school, you could be in college, and just have a tough situation arising with somebody who's of power or considered to be of power. Which really, how are you of power and you're a student? I'm just saying, high school or college. I never understood that, and you're not, because you're not running a corporation, and you can't ruin anybody's job. You're just trying to damage somebody's emotional because you feel messed up. But this person, he's actually very messed up himself. Let me tell y'all something about him. This is a person who knows that I've worked with a celebrity chef. And right after, this is how he came out. So he knew I worked with a celebrity chef and did this event with him. And he saw the flyer with my face on it. So after I said that, he started acting funny, distant, and rude and nasty with me, which is fine, because when you go to corporate, every supervisor and manager at the top gets in trouble. So I knew he was full of crap, and I never really trusted him. Just because I talk and I smile does not mean I trust you or I'm a fool. Please. So there's this other young lady who is also a chef and went to culinary school. And he proceeded to, wanted to throw taunts and let me know that I'm not a real chef and she's the real chef. And I just was like, is that supposed to be an insult? Because see, the thing is, stuff like that, that's small-minded, and that doesn't insult me. That does not offend me, because the thing is, if this person is a better chef than I am, why is it that I didn't even tell the chef that selected me to be in his show who I was? Someone else did. I didn't introduce myself because I didn't think I was worthy. But this person gave me a chance, and gave me a chance to show my skill set and my talent in this industry. And au revoir. So if this person is better than me, then their face should be on that flyer, but that's my face on that flyer. That says Chef Lauren. So let me tell you something. And people, when you get people like them that you work with and go to college with, ignore them, because they're only talking because they can't say that about themselves. So they got to uplift somebody who they think would intimidate you. And that, I'm telling you this, you can never take that away from me. I never thought I would have been up there with Chef Reginald. He's worked with Chris Brown and a few other people. I would have never thought I'd have been up there working one of his events. And I'm eternally grateful for that. I got to meet my hero, Chef Golden. She's an awesome lady. She's so sweet. I love her. And there was another chef. I had just met her. I think she's really awesome too. Oh my gosh. I had like a caramel cake sample from her. So good. Oh my God. Y'all. But let me tell y'all. See, the thing is, people like them, they try to make you feel bad about what God gave you. God, the universe, karma. Good things come to people who are good people who deserve it. And it's not up to you to say what I don't deserve. I deserve to be where I am. And until that person gets there themselves, I don't want to hear nothing they got to say, especially from somebody who, I'm not insulting everybody who came from McDonald's, but this is a person who came from fast food restaurants. And they were just pushed up there because of who their parents are. I've worked hard. I've had disabilities. People have been able to pick them out. And I work hard to get where I'm at. I've worked through manic depression. Okay, so nobody can tell me I don't deserve what I deserve, because if I didn't deserve it, it wouldn't be given to me. And you can't make me feel like somebody who's working where I'm working right now, who hasn't had the experience that I have, deserves better than me, or is better than me. Because, I believe all people are equal. But when it comes to my opportunities, you can't compare the two. And I am who I am, and I got where I got because someone thought I needed to be there. And nobody can determine that, not even you. Nobody. So all you people out there, you see what I just said? I say what I meant